Hey guys, NanMan here. We're going to be doing another Hearthstone video. As you can see, we are all set up and good to go. Like, since last time, there's been a couple changes. Pyroblast, Fender of Argus, all this fun stuff. I'm sure you guys have seen, and for some reason my music is turned off. Alright, there we go. Yeah, so we're going to jump in. Just like the previous videos, we're going to kind of showcase a deck and then play one or two games with that deck. Since last time, I've gotten a couple new cards, made a couple new decks. I still have quite a few that I've been working with. My Murloc one still exists. It's changed a little bit. Oh my gosh, my camera is having a hard time adjusting here. Come on, focus. Pay attention to me. I know there's bright light over there. Come on, there, you can do it. Focus. There we go. All right, so I still have my Murloc deck. It's changed a little bit because the Warlocks have changed. They're not. It's harder to do the aggro style of Warlock since the most recent patch that completely redid the way that the imp worked there. I don't know why my camera is geeking out, but so like I said, we still have a lot of different decks to show off. I've shown you guys my mage, which I don't have anymore after the patches and stuff. I've been trying to make something work with it, but it just is not coming together. I still have that Murloc one, and then I've got quite a few other ones. Like the Pally one I'm having a lot of fun with. So I think we're going to show you that one, especially since my quests involve using the Pally deck. So there's a lot of different variations of how Pallies are run. A lot of them are much more... So there's like the heal it in kind, where you just heal up a lot, get up those big guys, survive to the late game. And my camera is going crazy. Let me just try to turn that off for a little bit. So the heal it in kind, but this is not the heal it in kind. This is actually the buff it in, if you will. I'm running 2 Noble Sacrifice. As you can see, when an enemy attacks, you summon a 2/1 defender as a new target. Every Paladin deck should have 2 Equality, 2 Consecrate. Makes sense. It's basically your board wipes, make all minions health 1. It actually works really well with your summoned minions, so you can just clear out something super powerful, or combo it with Consecrate and blow up their field. I'm running 2 Argent Protectors right now. In 2/2, give a friendly minion Divine Shield. 1 Blood Mage Thalmos, works with Consecrate, works with the Hammer of Wrath there. And Death Rattle, so it's a good, nice little 2-drop. Running 2 Knife Jugglers, they work extremely well with being able to just summon a minion each turn, as well as my other units. We've got Nat Pagal now, so 50% chance to draw a card. I was running the Loot Hoarders, but now that I've gotten Nat here, I've decided to swap him out and see how it works without the Loot Hoarders. I'm running double Sword of Justice, which whenever you summon a minion, give it +1/+1. This loses 1 durability when you do that. So like I said, this is starting to come together with the buffing style. We've got 2 Peacekeepers in here. Change a minion's attack to 1. This actually works really well if my opponent summons some super powerful thing. Well, guess what? Now it's just a 1 attack, so it's much more easy to deal with. I'm currently running a Blood Knight in here. I don't have the Black Knight. If I did, I'd probably run it over the Blood Knight. But I like running the Blood Knight because of the fact that I have a lot of creatures that give Divine Shield. So most of the time he's going to enter as a 6/6. And it works really well if my opponent has creatures with Divine Shield. So I'm running Blood Knight right now as a 3-drop. 1 Earthen Ring Farseer. This has kind of become a staple in pretty much every deck that I've been running. It's a 3/3 for 3, and you just heal for 3. So you can heal one of your minions, you can heal yourself. Very, very cool. Very, very helpful there. I'm running only 1 Harvest Golem. Most decks do like to run 2 Harvest Golem. With how things are working with my style of deck right now, I kind of only been able to fit in 1 Harvest Golem with how it's working. Double Shattered Sun Cleric. Again, there's the buff stuff. Keep coming up. Running 1 True Silver Champions weapon here, 4 damage, heals for 2 when you attack, only 2 durability. Great for wiping out some of the creatures, giving yourself a little bit of life there, so that's, I like having at least 1 in there. Double Consecrate, like I said. 1 Hammer of Wrath, deal 3 damage, draw a card. Again, just clean up a creature or deal damage to the face, draw a card. And then I'm running double Defender of Argus, 1 Avenging Wrath. That's, of course, deal 8 damage split among all enemy characters, essentially. 1 Sunwalker, 4/5 Taunt, Divine Shield. Again, going back with the Blood Knight, having the Divine Shield. We are using Lay of Hands in here, which is restore 8 health, draw 3 cards. Again, some of the healing we need, drawing a little bit of draw power in the later stages there. Running Rag, and we're running, of course, our Ashbringer here. Tyrion, 4-man. He's 6/6, Divine Shield, and Taunt. When he dies, I get a 5/3 Ashbringer. So, as you can see, a lot of the early stuff is all about the buffs. I'm very much so 2/3 drops is where kind of my core set of cards are designed around. So we're going to try and play a couple matches with that. We're going to do a little bit of the unranked because I've been only playing my ranked with my Shaman deck, which we'll showcase at another time. I also have a Warlock Giant deck that I've made, which we'll show off a little bit as well. But we're just going to do a couple matches with the Paladin, show you guys what it's like. Again, there's a lot of different variation of Paladins, but after the patch, Mage have fallen off the radar. Warriors have started to fall off the radar. People have started to reevaluate the way locks do. They're much more control style. A lot of the aggro decks has fallen off. Rogue is doing well. Druid is consistently doing well. So my Giant Warlock deck is actually kind of geared to play against those Druid decks. So, all right, let's try to reactivate the camera and see if that... Alright, so we're playing a Shaman here. We're going to get rid of our Defender. We're going to keep the Equality, and we're going to keep the Noble Sacrifice. Okay, yeah, that worked out well. Having the Consecrate. Consecrate's actually amazing against Shamans because of the fact that they get all those totems, get all that stuff. I don't know if I want to throw down Noble Sacrifice right now, but let's just do it.
Job's done.
Job's done. Oh, my camera's going crazy again. I don't know what's up with it, guys. Try to make it a little bit less in the light, maybe. It's very, very bright out. Oops, sorry.
I am sorry.
I thought I pressed end turn, but I didn't. Now it seems to be doing a little bit better. If you guys like Magic, you can see in the background we've got our awesome new posters up in the background. Okay, that's gonna cause some problems. Love Sword of Justice, but we can't play it yet, so all we can do is get out our Silverhand Recruit and wait. Yeah, a lot of the Shaman decks are playing a little bit more of the aggro-oriented, mid-range aggro style, which I do a much more... I'm a control-y player, so I like to play that control style. So that's what my Shaman deck is kind of geared towards. What? Are you serious? I guess that worked out well because now I can kill one of his things. And then next turn I can kill the other one. Take a little bit of damage, that's okay though. I'm happy to clean up all of his Flame Tongue totems. Okay. I mean, we're both sitting at 30 life. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. And my camera's still going crazy. Come on, camera. Focus. You can do it. Yeah, so I'll take 3, no problem. We'll see what we play. Ah, Chillin' Yeti.
Eyes are open.
Not on my watch.
Alright, now we're, the buffing is commenced. You can see it's just kind of boom, 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 always targeting my different creatures here. Alright, I'm turning the camera off. You stupid camera. I don't know what is wrong with you today. No, he can easily just ignore and swing 8 or 7 to my face. We'll see. Okay. And I'm perfectly happy with equality consecrating this turn. But I could Defender of Argus and save the Equality Consecrate.
I wonder.
My shield for Argus.
Of course. Reporting for duty.
This is my responsibility.
I mean, I'm still leaving myself kind of open. Chum does have a lot of AoE damage here, but we'll see. Yeah, Lightning Storm. That's what I was worried about. So we're definitely going to lose these two. These two will still be left alive. He still has to attack in, though, which puts us at a good spot. And he's overloaded for next turn, so he can't use 2 of his mana, which, again, still puts us at a good spot. Let's see if he chooses to pass or not. Okay. Just gets himself a totem. Oh, he's going to zap me. Wow, okay. And he chooses to pass. Interesting.
My shield for Argus.
Reporting for duty.
Into the breach.
So I'm setting up that basically if he tries to attack in, he will have to lose his 6/6 guy. But he still has other options. He's got 5 mana and looks like, okay, Earth Elemental. And yeah, so it looks like he will choose to lose that. Or pass turn. He's debating now. And it looks like he is fine doing that. So we'll see what we draw. That'll help determine our next play. Ah, okay. This actually is kind of perfect for our next play.
Follow the rule. Into the breach.
To battle.
Into the breach.
Reporting for duty.
And this is, how this deck is meant to work. It's really just kind of continue buff up each of the creatures, continue to have that board control there, and get those little advantages here and there. So this is kind of a good showcasing. But again, we haven't really gone for his face yet. We haven't done any damage to him. Which, you might think, okay, you know what, you're at 23, he's still at 30 here, but we've got 4 threats on the board right now. Is he going to opt to overload again, start using some of his board wipes? No, it looks like just Chillwind Yeti it out, which is fine. This turn around, we are going to leave Chillwind. Okay. So he chooses to take 4 to the face now, get rid of my Taunter. If we hit the Yeti, we do. I thought about, so now that we've done that, I think we will, trade off. And now it's evened up. And we still have 3 threats on the board. This is basically like telling him, okay, are you going to still hold on to your board wipes? Because, you know, you probably shouldn't. Ah, and he actually chooses to Lightning Bolt the Knife Juggler this time. Overloads himself 1, but that's alright. Okay, so now he throws down... Oh, actually he just pretty much just filled up his dropped down his whole hand here. So I'm okay with Equality Consecrating this time. And now I can start throwing 5 at him each turn. And again, we have 3 threats on the board. He's top decking. We still have cards in hand. We can still summon our reinforcements. Yes, he can summon totems. You know, he can have that taunt guy. He can summon the spell damage guy and try to wipe the board with me again. But we'll see. Okay, so throws down the totem, throws down a guy.
Push forward.
The battle. Reporting for duty.
I'm okay with doing that. Again, he's got the 1/1 guy. He could get something awesome, but nothing that's really gonna like super help him unless he starts getting some more taunt guys. And yeah, it looks like he'll just trade off, depending on what totem he gets. And the healing one, okay, cool. Yeah, trades that off. Acidic Swamp Ooze, all right.
Put your faith in the light. Reporting for duty.
And then next turn, we could Blood Knight, Consecrate. We have lots of options here. And again, it's like I try to save the Blood Knight as much as possible. You know, steal the Divine Shield and stuff. And okay, he throws this down. You're still not safe. Looks like he will sacrifice that. Okay. Victory! But that was a good showcasing of how the deck is supposed to work. You know, it's designed get those little advantages here and there, keep edging its way up, buffing up. It's not the most powerful one. You know, the Healedin one I think is probably the strongest deck out there. As you can see, a lot of people are running Chillwind Yeti. I'm not currently. I probably could. But, you know, that's a good showcasing of it. So we'll do one more for you guys to see, maybe a different matchup and stuff. Okay, so we're playing a rogue. Rogues have started to climb their way up again, and I'm perfectly happy with keeping this hand. Rogues have started to climb their way up, and So our turn is going to be coin into Nat Pagel. Done. There's nothing else to do on our turn. And yes, he caught us a fish.
Pleasure is mine.
I've noticed that Nat either draws me no cards or he'll draw me like 2 cards. And that jerk. I guess we'll just have to Divine Shield him.
Not on my watch.
Yeah, alright. Next turn, Sword of Justice. So he's not really having any other plays right now, which is kind of good for us. So now we can start putting the threats on the board here. Again, I don't want to use any of the Sword of Justice attack. I usually just want to save it for the buffs. And again, you know, Nat just got me 2 fish, doing some damage here. And really not having much play, which kind of is making me nervous. We're actually going to Golem into the Noble Sacrifice. It keeps Pagel alive, essentially, and puts another threat on the board. We could have, you know, Argent Protector, but I decided to wait. Yeah! Catch those fish! Alright.
Give me a quest.
Okay. We'll start doing some damage to me now. Deal 2 damage to an undamaged unit. Buffs up his questing adventurer. Oh, you're gonna kill Nat Pagel, you jerk. What'd he ever do to you? Oh wait, you're not killing him. Ha 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 ha. Surprise! Defender gets to stay alive. Oh, I love that card. Alright, so we're gonna buff. Clean him up. This guy gets buffed. And that's why this deck is so much fun, because it's just buff, 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 buff. I'm actually gonna keep Nat alive too. Catch me a fish. Oh, come on. Nat, I saved you. I put a shield on you. Okay, Bloodmaid's Thalmos. Gets rid of my 3/1 guy. 3 to my face. He gets head crack back. Okay. Okay. Touche. Touche. What to do? What to do?
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
So I had options here. I could have chose to get rid of my Harvest Golem and just let the brought back damaged Golem get buffed up, but I was like, nah. So I feel I'm okay with letting him draw cards. I have so many threats on the board right now, I'm not that worried. Yes, he does have some AoE, but things are really looking bleak for him. He could, you know, be running mountains and stuff like that, or the giants, and there we go. So, rogue decks are all about the combos and running the head cracks and, you know, stuff like that, but Nat definitely was the MVP of that game, and I kept keeping him alive, you know, putting Divine Shields on him, and he kept trying to invest into taking him out, and I was like, all right, you're paying so much attention to him, you're not really paying attention to any of my other threats that I'm putting out. So that's how that worked out. I hope you guys enjoyed the Pally deck, and I'm sorry about my camera. That's why I kept turning it off, is because it's a raven here with the sunlight, I guess. No, but as you can see, I have a lot of other decks to show off. I probably won't show you the Hunter one. This is basically just the Hunter that's come up, all about the kill somebody with the Unleash the Hounds, which I don't really like that style. I'm much more of a control player, as you guys know. I'll probably show you the Shaman next, and then the Druid, and then we'll go to the Giants. You know, I want to try to show off as many different decks as possible before going back and re-showing you guys the decks. Like the Larmo Priest is just a funny troll deck that anybody could make. I have won some games with it, and it's like the best feeling ever. Just because you're like, yes, I've got nothing but dragons and giants and rag in here and Alarmo bots to get them out, and it's a lot of fun. But I hope you guys enjoyed the Pally stuff. If there's other decks that you'd like to see, like I'm not going to show you guys Rogue or Warrior. I'm sorry, but I don't play them. They're not my style of play, but I will showcase plenty of other decks for you guys to watch. If you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that subscribe button here on youtube.com/NanMan. There's going to be a lot more Hearthstone content as well as StarCraft content coming out. So keep your eye out. When you're subscribed, you'll know when a new video pops up. And then, of course, down below you can see all the other social media stuff that I do with the Twitters, with the Twitch, if I do some live streaming and stuff like that. But thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys next game.